YouTube pulled up. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is what I call my contraption. Let me show y'all what the contraption do. I'm not sure it's kind of wobbly. Where are my contraption pieces? Gonna put that on. Yo, what's good in your kitchen? We are here and about to reheat some crabs, break them down, show y'all how to break it down. It's gonna be a little how-to. And I don't have too many crabs, so we have this little pasta salad. I'm just gonna break down this meat, and I'm kind of stuffed too. I don't need too much to eat. So I'm just gonna break this down, cut this meat, and use it for this pasta salad. So what's good in your kitchen? Y'all prepare to eat. Yo, Tia Love, what's good in that? What's good in your kitchen? How we doing? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up our pot. Well, we don't need to fill it up. We don't need a lot. Put some water in here. Some water in here. What else we gonna put in here? What else we gonna put in here? The rest of this beer. Nothing wrong with it. Then we got this contraption. We got this right here. You put it right on top of this pot, like this. Okay, so flip it just like this. We're gonna put this right on top. And so it's like this. Alright. Got our pot. We're gonna put our crabs right in here. Cut this on. The bowl is going to re-steam our crabs. That's what's going to re-steam our crabs. So I call it the contraption. I know I better stuff some crabs in here. Come here. Come here. Gotta keep your crabs in a big ass paper bag. What's good in your kitchen? Al, what's good in your kitchen? What y'all got on there? What's good in there? Woo! Look at them things. Yeah. Like, what you doing? Oh, I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Yeah, boy. Just a reheat. So I'm not sure what to know. This crab is more circular motion versus this type of crab. Versus this type of crab. The bottom makes the difference. That's the difference between male and female. Now, if we want to speculate, I'd say this is more the male. That looks like more like a giving. That looks more like a receiving. Hell, I might try to find a way to incorporate again on Twitch while we wait for this to boil. Alright. Get that bad boy. I want y'all to be able to see this though. Hold on now. Will that work? ain't gonna work either. Hell, epic. Shit, like a one-handed. How quickly we can break these down. All right. It's actually it's a little bit too much. Even though we're using this many, trying to reheat this many crabs. Well, that's not bad. We still got to seal all the holes from the bottom is under here. I'm still able to put this on here as low as possible. So we're starting to steam. Light water, light beer. That beer gives it a different kind of flavor. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That beer gives it a different kind of flavor. I really didn't. I don't think you need, but you need to get rid of them anyway. So, yeah, as many as you can. We're gonna show the breakdown process on how you break down these crabs. Okay, from the top to the bottom, from the body, what you're supposed to eat, what you're not supposed to eat, to just the way to get in that goodness without using tools. Okay. The crab provides its own tools for you to use with these claws and these tiny legs that they have. Okay. Love bites, how we doing? Meantime, in between time, I mean, hell, let's add a little beer to it. Let's have a little beer. That's my last one anyway. Yeah, so we got the crab salad. We have a pasta salad, and all it takes to elevate it from a pasta salad to a crab salad is what? Crab. You guys catch on so quick. All right, give me a second. I got it. Pop this damn boy over. Get in your kitchen. Damn. Blue Moon. I would say some of the best beer to use, probably the Schlitz malt. As far as the flavor profile, we got cooking with Shy in the building. What's getting in the hoodie, Shy? What's good in your kitchen, Shy? I know you mess with the seafood. So slow. And some for you. Y'all drink up. Do not want to switch over. There we go. I'm gonna try another juice. Whoa. That you have deep within yourself. How can you hate or love anything without trying anonymous? Let's have a conversation. Okay? Hell, it's a really. All right, we rejected. We should be good. We should be better now. Should be better. We just waiting for crabs to steam. I should have had it already boiling before I started. Oh, good. We're already on here. back. Should be good. Should be better now. It's a lot of movement going on like that. Better. Thank you, Shy. But yeah, my son was a little 4th of July, came back with a bag of crabs, and I ain't mad at it at all. Yo, there's crabs on y'all menu. That's what I want to know. Y'all, how do y'all feel about the crab? Seafood, shrimp? Uh-oh. Starting to hear a light boil. It's almost time. And it takes too long either. Grill was still on. I dropped the last bit of stuff. So we was able to actually throw some of the crabs on the grill, give it some of that charcoal flavor. And that was actually pretty good. Okay. Man. How y'all? Oh, those like, do you like fresh people that don't like seafood? Fried shrimp, they could deal with fried fish, things like that. The haters is eating the stuff like the oysters, the clam. I'm fat, so I don't discriminate on food. If it's food and it's edible, I'm gonna eat it. Shout out to Daily Motivation over Row. How we doing? Let's get to show here too. Let's get in your kitchen. I'll even come back if it's me. Don't you dare. Let's take a look at this crab. Let's see this thing. Let's see if we got any steam in the. What's getting in your kitchen? I'll tell you what's getting in mine. Oh, yeah. You got crabs. Yeah, a couple vapors. You got had some Blue Moon with it. Beer does give your cook flavor, okay? Some people to water to boil to reheat. The reason why I go that route is for the simple fact that I don't want to lose that initial flavor that we got with it. You can usually see that heavy seasoning on your crabs. You'll get that seasoning built up with the juices and all that flavor, man. Hey, you got with it. It's good, chat. I don't think it's you, Shy. It's me too. I think it's my internet, man. We might need to stay still. All right. Let me know. We might just need to stay still. Is it better like this? I don't think it's you, Shy. It's me too. Yeah. Bear with us while we get through these crabs. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Maybe play a round of Warframe. Give it a few minutes, and then we can sit down and crack that boys open. And I'm gonna show you down these crabs, okay? From the rooter to the tutor. There's only a couple things that you need to stay away from when it comes to crabs. Have y'all ever heard of the phrase "dead man fingers"? Things in slow motion. My internet was tripping today. It was moving slow motion. Yeah. I could smell it, man. Oh my God. See, it's such an acquired taste. And I feel like a lot of people get in their head about it. I think naturally seafood doesn't look that appealing, especially if you didn't grow up around it. But I grew up by the water. Tampa Bay, Florida, man. I grew up on the crabs. I grew up on the shrimps any which way. I started eating scallops later in life. I do like a good scallop. I've had them every day. I didn't like oysters till I realized the first batch of oysters I had. Then I went to Big Bro D Weezy and they showed me how you're supposed to do an oyster. I feel like in wishing we should have our crabs heated to where we need them to. Then we can go ahead. No, your ass still pausing knots. What can I do? Let me see what my connection looking like on my side. How's the audio? Is it choppy? It's not letting me see it. I want to. We're gonna have to rock with it, man. We're gonna have to rock with it. I'm gonna cut the PlayStation off. Turn off PlayStation, see if that helps some. Release some of that stress on the Wi-Fi. You know, if you fit in one of these two categories, video. Go ahead and take it over to the kitchen. Internet being so rude. Ooh, that thing stinks. To make a so that we can get our hours down. Yeah, YouTube didn't want y'all to see that. It started lagging as soon as the Steam came out. Yeah, them things like, you gonna eat us? Show them how to break us down, nuts. Make sure they like and subscribe. I want to see how heavy the boil is. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that burn. That steam is steaming. All right, we could turn that down a little bit. Hit it on low. See if that crab got any heat on it, any actual heat. Oh yeah, they heat up quick. So put this on low. So you want to get you a bag like this, something along these lines, a brown paper bag. Newspapers is what I grew up on using. All right, newspapers is what I grew up on using. It'd just be something the crabs on that'll absorb that juice. Okay, y'all, it's my phone. So we don't rock out until we can't rock no more. All right. Yeah, it just sent me a notification. My phone tripping. So we just gonna rock out for as long as we can. All right, get one there. All right, I'm gonna get the female, if that's a female. And I'm gonna get, come on, where the males at? Karen here, apparently more women than men. I ain't mad at that. And then one male, if that's a male. Pretty sure that's what makes the difference, that little part right there. Seems like the right spot where it would be. All right, y'all get y'all notes out. Oh, my bad. Get your notepad. All right. So, all right, get your crab like this. All right. Let me get a little container to put my stuff in. Try to get as much meat as we can. Thing is, a lot of reasons people don't like dealing with crabs is they don't think it's worth the hassle. Okay, me, I have to be in a mood for crab. Okay, I have to be in this mood where I don't want to be too greedy. I want to take my time and just enjoy myself, my setting, me messing with the crabs, breaking them apart, and just getting those golden treasures. And what I refer to as these golden treasures is when you crack a crab a certain way and you get that arm or you get that crab claw and you crack it in just the right way so you can pull out that whole piece. That's that golden treasure. So without further ado, no tools beside the tools these crabs give us, okay? Male or female, the first thing you're going to want to do is pop this right here. Boom, bust that thing open. All right, we're busting that thing open. Ooh, look at them juices. Hold on. I know. Half of y'all gonna be like disgusted. Oh my God, what is he doing? That looks disgusting. It's a sea roach. But mother, it's the best sea roach you'll ever have. All right, crack that. Discard. Okay. That's going to give you an opening right here to bust this open. Come on, work with me. Ooh, watch out for these little parts right here too. Crab has a natural armor. All right, so we're getting in here. Cracking this open. All right, you got your shell off the top. Okay, this gunk right here, some people eat some of this, some people do, I don't. But what you specifically want to look out for is this right here. All right, let's get a good look. These little side parts right here is what we call dead man's fingers. All right, the center is okay for some people. I don't mess with it. It do look good though. Okay, yeah, you can eat that center stuff. But this right here, see if I get a good one out. Called dead man fingers. You do not want to eat that. If you try to eat it, you should know immediately that you shouldn't eat it because it doesn't taste good. It's not appealing. The texture doesn't feel good. It's not good. All right. Now, depending on what I was making, see, I broke a little bit of it. But depending on what I was making, let's say if I was doing like a crab dressing, or I forgot what they call them, crab ball, crab cakes, devil's crabs. You could use this for presentation. You would stuff your little mitts or whatever in here, and then you put these in the oven and cook it that way. And it makes for a really good presentation. Have a little plate of your crab cake right here or your devil's crab. All right. So we're going to dig out all of these dead man fingers. We don't want any of this. Discarding. All right. I'm going to get rid of this center gunk. You know, if you choose to eat it, taste on it, whatever, that's on you. I don't too much mess with it. I do believe it is edible though. All right, you're going to want to clear this as much as you can. Get all the dead man fingers out. All these dead man fingers. I think is their filtration system that they use for like their gills. I think that's what they use to separate the oxygen out of water. Okay. Now once you clear it as much as you can, make sure at least no dead man's fingers. That initial part that we split, we're gonna put our thumbs there, and then we're gonna push our thumbs forward to crack this baby down the middle. It's a good crack. And all this in between is a mixture of meat and shell. It's like sections, okay? So you got to break it down right and make sure you don't eat too much of the shell. Give it a little sucky. And at this point, all right, so here, your legs, okay? These are our walking legs. This is what they walk with. Then we got our paddle leg, which I kind of just broke off a little bit. Our paddle leg, which is what they swim with. Made good for juices, but hardly, not really ever any good meat. That is a little piece of meat. A little sucky. No diddy. Man, you know you got these things called chickens. Hold on. These things called chickens. You can just eat the meat right off the bone. No gunk removal needed. But the thing is, you can eat the gunk if you want. I don't want you to pass up on no good gunk. All right? And I want you to know, if you ever had this amazing thing called a crab cake or a devil crab or a crab salad or anything, somebody went through this process to get you that good dish, okay? I don't like imitation crab. I don't even know why they call it imitation crab. They need to call it imitation something else, because imitation crab tastes nothing like crab. It doesn't. And crab is good for you. Teaches you, it builds character when you break down a crab. All right. Now, you got some meat here. All right. I'm going to take this meat, get as much of it as I can, and I'm going to put it in my cup. All right. This is a small prize, okay? Small prize. It is worth eating, but I'm trying not to eat. I'm trying to eat as little as this as possible and use the meat for my pasta salad. Okay? So break that shell. The remaining meat angle. It's a little sucky. A little sucky. In the meantime, in between time, Manny. Turn this TV off. Manny's in the building. What's good in the hoodie? Manny! How we doing, Manny? Good to have you here today. Do y'all eat seafood? Long as it ain't green. Or what should I say? Not it's crab, people. Gunk, yummy. What's wrong if it's green? Put some knowledge on it, Sha. What's wrong if it's green? Just having fun watching you with this crab, man. I'm trying not to take my time, but I do like to take my time with it. Little pieces, little treasures. Little treasures, okay? So to break down, small treasure. All right. So the breakdown of these legs, okay? All right, paddle leg, minimal, probably the most minimalist part of the meat, except when you break away from the body. That's where you get your most meat from. All right, it's gonna take a lot to fill up this cup. All right, you want to break these down at the joints, okay? So you see where the movement is, you want to go against those joints, those knuckles, if you will. You pop them right there in the right place. You might could just pull the meat out easily. Every piece you break off, you want to give a little sucky to. All right. Because if your ass, now that had some spice in it. Because if your ass is stranded and you come across a crab, it'll be the best crab you ever have. Breaking down each joint, little treasure. All right. That was the paddle. Remember, we break it down. You want to break it with the body. You don't want to just pop that leg off. You want to pop that whole piece of body off with it, just so you can get as much meat as you can. Should I say yes to seafood? You will get sick if it's green. Okay, knowledge. The green gunk in the middle, you don't want. So is the other color orange then? I ain't gonna lie, I think I ate the green before. Ooh, we almost lost out on a good piece. Good meat right there. Is orange the other color? It would not be edible if it's green. Okay, green is unedible. But orange is good, right? Orange is good. Okay. I know it was green and orange. Those were the colors. All right, so you want to break that body down with it. Again, a little sucky. Go against the joint, pop off each piece. All right. Now let's say you don't pull that out. You pull out these little stringy pieces. That's the parts, that's like the little cords. We got the same thing in our arm, which make like the muscle, which makes these pieces move. All right. I use the tip of my leg to dig in there and push that meat out. See that? I can't see it good, but you push that leg in there, you'll get you some meat out on the other side. All right. Now, when you pop both ends, one of the pieces of the leg, it creates an airway for you to be able to pull that juice out, suck that juice and that meat out even better. There's no way to have this conversation. We're going to have to put our maturity hats on, because there's no way to have this conversation without sexualizing the fuck out this crab. All right. All else fails, you should be able to split that leg, crack it open, and get that meat out. There we go. We got meat right there. I'm going to save that a little bit, or maybe I'll eat it. All right. And all be all, you don't want to waste too much time with these little legs. You know, if you chilling, you taking your time, by all means, do your thing, 21, do your thing. But other than that, you want to focus a lot more on that body, breaking apart with the legs and getting that meat out. Bam, good piece. Put it in our cup. More meat, put it in our cup. All right. Ooh, we got the start of a good piece. Some of it's hanging out that shell. I'm gonna crack this bottom, separate that from this segment of the leg. I was hoping I pulled out that whole piece of meat with it, but we didn't. So we're gonna try to split this open. Find yourself someone who looks Find yourself someone who looks at you the same way Knots looks at a crab he is about to suck on to get the meat. Manny, I truly do love you, brother. I feel like we're at a place now where I could say my people know me, you know? And that's a great statement. Find someone that looks at you, man, hey, you find someone to look at you the way I look at crab before I put my mouth on crab, you done found you the love of your life. Now, I just use this crab claw to get some of this meat out the shell. You can literally split the shell with this crab claw, okay? The crab claws are durable. All right. Our last piece of body for this side, along with this leg. We got some meat, but it's a lot of shell with it. Might not find our goal with that one. Yeah, all that's meat. Now, some people is willing to chew on some of the shell, and they'll separate the meat from the shell with their mouth. I'm okay. I could do the same too, but it's not much teachable value with that. I can't show you what that tongue do. I can't show y'all what that mouth do. You don't get it. You can't. There's not an inside look and the step by step that I can break down for you. I can't teach what I do with this mouth. Okay, hold on. This is going too far. It's going too far. I think we might have enough meat now to cover the bottom of the cup. All right. Now we're going to start moving a little bit quicker. for the purpose of actually getting the cup is filled as much as we can. All right, good meat. Just right in the middle. Let it just drop right. Bam. You know you're going to be hungry in 30 minutes. And I am. I'm getting hungry as I eat right now. Oh man, what's today? Today is Monday. Oh, we don't have no shows to watch today. Was anybody watching any current shows? Any recent new shows? Any new episodes? New seasons of anything? We're currently watching Power. We just finished watching Mia. Well, it's called MIA. I call it Mia, and that's pretty good. I'm gonna wait a whole year for the next season to come out, most likely. Daily, write this down. Bro, let's go, bro. Bro, do you eat seafood? Are you a seafood lover? Woo, good piece. Good piece. I'll contribute that to the cup. Where's my other? Hold on. If I did one body, I should have a crab claw. There we go. Crab claw. That is going to be the meatiest part. One of the meatiest parts of your crab. Come down to these right here. All right. Even if you get a bigger crab, with bigger, thicker legs, that claw is going to be the meatiest one. All right. So again, starting at the body. I do see some orange. We'll mix that in there with that. Removing some of these shells. Yep, good piece of meat. Good piece of meat. At the end of all this, you're gonna have some scents on your finger. Some scents, some smells, some odors. All right. The best way to eliminate crab odor, in my experience, has been lemon juice, lime juice, some type of citric acid. Breaks it down. Most citric fruits or whatever, most citrus things is a strong scent. You know, when you smell lemon, you smell lemon. When you smell lime, you smell lime. So they're usually strong enough to break down that odor. Okay. I don't have it, but we'll eat it every now and then. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. May I suggest crab cakes are really good. If you ever get the chance to. There we go. Hold on. Now, you gotta watch out for these spikes. These crabs have natural protection. Okay, gotta be careful. Same thing like with a fish. When you try to lay those that fin down, that dorsal fin, I think it's the dorsal, that top fin, you gotta lay that thing down a certain way, or it will go right into your hand. All right, so we're gonna crack this bit. I wonder if I could crack it with my own claw. We cracked it with our own claw. See that? I'm telling you, you don't need tools. The crab is its own tool. Don't get me wrong. Tools are helpful. You can get the kit with the little baby fork that reaches into it and everything. You can get the little kit with the crab crackers or whatever. Hell, I got a pair of scissors that got the little peanut cracker, the walnut cracker on it. It's a good piece. That's a little piece of gold right there. Not a big piece of gold, but a little piece of gold right there. All right? And then we can use our claw to get the rest of this out. You know, we can't dig in that. See? Crab, man, these crabs be eating themselves. All right, so we're going to look at where we're standing now with how much crab meat we have compared to how much crab we have breaking down. Okay. So let me get the rest of this out. Every time I dig in there, I got a good bit of piece come out. Good piece. Good. Boy, I can't talk. Okay, y'all see that? Not the most, but just imagine you did all what you did and you collected all your meat, and you could just take that to the head, pour a little bit of butter on that. Or this, hell, this is enough to add to one serving of the pasta already. So I want to eat some of my pasta right now. I can mix this in with it right there on the spot and enjoy me crab pasta. Just like that, all right? We still got a whole another side, and we ain't even finished with this claw. So we're getting down to the actual claw. See if we got any meat in there. All right. All right. So is everything else, you know, going against the grain. And I take that claw. You want to go against itself. Pop that out. You'll be lucky to pull out a piece of meat, but it's just more muscle, tendon, whatever you call it in the crab world. Okay. If you're not using your claw, you can use your teeth, the back side of your teeth. Just be careful. Light crack in the center. You don't want to crush it. You just want to crack it. All right. That'd be enough to. The side's empty. Now, sometimes if you overcook the crab, you'll shrink the meat that's inside. So using our piece of claw, we're gonna dig out what meat we have left in this claw. Good little bit. Now, for the crab cracking professionals, it's not all about the crab cracking what makes it a professional. It also has a lot to do with the crab cook, okay? The better you cook your crab, the easier it is to extract this meat, all right? And when you cook a crab to perfection, and then you clear a crab to perfection, you could break this down so perfectly to where the meat still has the same shape as the claw. You wouldn't even know the difference. You know, that's that Gordon Ramsay type shit though. Okay? Till he did straight to it. Noted. What are we talking about? My gosh, today. I can't with you. Take it to the head. Against the grain is bad in the human world. Crabs cost more. Crabs do cost more. They're pretty expensive when they want to be. I like to get my crabs live just because it was such a big deal when I was a kid when my parents would buy live crabs. I used to be terrified of cooking them, but always loved eating them. My dad has a recipe called crab shalal, which is this play on crab spaghetti, and it is delicious. I mean, oh man, if I could just get them to make it one more time before it's all said and done. I haven't had it in years, and he hasn't made it in a long time. But if I could just get him to make it one more time, oh, that'd be amazing. All right, as we're on our other side, great piece of meat right here. I want to eat it, but I'm not going to disrespect the cup. I'm going to give the cup the best of my findings. All right. Oh my God. Whew. Let's have a sip. I still see steam coming from the pot. We're going to break this down real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and just cut that off. Crab spaghetti is bomb. Shay, have you had it? I've never heard nobody mention it, speak on it, make it. I've only had my dad. So I didn't know if it's something that he came up with or what. But man, it is delicious. And I don't even remember like if there's still ground beef and stuff in it or if it's only crab meat. But I know he takes a good a day or two to make it, you know, because the first part is breaking down all the cooking and breaking down all the crabs. And by the next day, you do the rest of it, and it is just one of the best dishes I've ever had. I mean, sometimes just kind of using your finger and kind of just push through one side will clear a good piece of meat. Yes. What's the best seafood dish y'all have had? You know, even if it's something simple, you know, even if you're not big on seafood, so something as simple as fried tilapia or fish sticks. I'll just have the spaghetti, no crab. Al, you don't know what you missing, man. Don't need to waste so much time on these days. Just suck the juice and the meat out. If you get a whole piece like this, go ahead and put it in a cup. If not, let's keep it moving. Last piece of body. Yep, good meat. Now after we do this leg and the last claw for this body, we're gonna see where we stand. I think we made a significant difference where we're at with this meat in this cup. That got a little piece hanging out. Don't make the mistake of trying to pull that from this side. Go ahead and break that section off. That way the airflow can allow you to just suck it out. That was good. All right. Last piece of body attached to the last crab claw. Said before, we're going to use our finger to kind of just clear the meat from one side to the other. Got a little bit of gunk with it, which just holds all that flavor. I love the king crabs and good shrimp pasta. I love the king crabs and a good shrimp pasta. I used to hunt crawfish as a kid. Shy. I used to hunt crawfish as a kid. That's awesome. Shrimp is good. King crab. I don't think I've had king crab before. It's just too expensive. I just couldn't afford it. You suck very nicely. Thank you, Tia. No one ever takes the time to like tell me these things, you know? You know, anybody can say, hey, you look nice today, or hey, you dress nice today, or hey, you know, good job at work. But letting someone know how well you suck, that's a true friend. My Twitcher. Oh, wait, wrong platform. At least Emily agrees with me. You don't know that, Al. Emily might love seafood. All right, let me get this because my phone's about to go dead. So let's get this last piece cleared and see how much we did. Oh, that's a good end right there. It's a good end. Good end. Pop that joint. Careful for the spikes. No sucky sucky. Hold on. Hold on. See, if you get, sometimes a good thick piece of meat can be confused with the end of a shell capsule or tunnel, whatever. All you gotta do is listen for that part. When you hear you crack something and you think you're getting meat, then you know that you got a little bit of shell mixed in with that meat. So you want to be careful. After the video, I'm gonna make it not private, make it public. Y'all make sure y'all comment what y'all want to see a how-to food next. How-to food next. I'm not gonna risk putting this in the cup. because there's some shell in there. The autofill for me is eating your food and you get a shell in there. That's an autofill to me. That's you didn't do your job. Wait, I love a good shrimp and ooh! Shrimp and grits, fish and grits, but fried fish and over easy egg is one of my favorite dishes too. Oh yeah, I think we got a good one. Break that open. There's a little bit of meat stuck on both sides, which is okay. We're gonna use our crab claw to push most of this out. I'm gonna drop it right into the cup. Ooh yeah. Can I keep that on the crab claw? Oh, it fell in the cup. It's all good. I wanted y'all to get a good look at that one. Then we got to clear this side of the shell. Sometimes the meat gets stuck to the shell. That's okay too. Our last claw. All right. Y'all remember what to do. Go against the grain. You might get a whole piece out. Nope, it's all good. Give it a little tap. One more tap. Try not to crush it. Over easy egg, no, but the rest is it. Man, there's nothing better than busting a yolk open over your food, man. Busting a yolk in your grits. Busting a yolk on your fried fish. Delicioso. Right into the cup. Right into the cup. All right. Look at the progress we have made. All right. It's almost halfway. This is enough for our pasta. Okay. So with a little bit of time left. Okay, we are going to do a quick little breakdown just from the top, just to make sure we're on the same page, because the main part of this video is breaking down the crab, okay? So with the female, we started off with this piece, same thing, same spot. It's like that, but we got this, okay? So real quick, run down from the top, just to make sure we got it all. You're going to pop that open. Always against the grain. That's going to give a small release. Now this one's much easier, because you saw I struggled with this part, but this, it'll be easy. All right, that pops the top from the bottom. Got that gunky, but a great shell to use for presentation if you want to make something like crab cakes or double crab. Okay. Just clear all this out. Got a little dead man finger in there too. Just clear all this out. Okay, no, we're doing speed mode. Clear all this out and then stuff your stuffing in there and cook it. All right. Got a better look at these dead man fingers too. Much more organized in the male, in a male. And it's the opposite if I'm wrong. All right, clear these dead man fingers. That center piece, and push out. That's that green gunk. You don't want that. So I heard. Okay. Once you get all that gunk out, remember, thumb to the center, push back, That breaks it in half. You'll have your meat on both sides. Get out whatever gunk you can. Then you want to break down leg by leg. So you got your leg here, got your paddle leg, and as you break your leg off, you want to take a piece of body with it, okay? That's going to be the best way to separate some of that meat sometimes. Look, great piece right there. Very delicious, okay? You want to work around the pieces of shell with each leg. Break it down a piece. Look, more meat. Minimum shell, majority meat. All right. One more time. Delicioso. Well said, Dora. All right. Remember, when you break down your legs, when you do get that meat from the body, and then you get to the legs, you know, just break down each piece. You'll see how it separates against the grain. Create an airway so you can pull that meat through. You can pop in the middle or you can split it. You don't need any tools. Your crab is your own tool. Yo, Emily, what's goody in your kitchen? How we doing? And that's pretty much how you break it down. We'll do this crab claw one more time. Section by section. Oh, we got treasure. We got treasure. See how it's hanging out? Come on, stay together. Okay. If you're worried about it falling apart, give it another little crack. Meat. Right there. Great piece. Golden treasure. All right. All right. I had to remind myself you're old enough to be in here. All right, y'all. I'm really thankful y'all rocking with me an hour long on these crabs. If you didn't know, now you know how to break down the crab safely. Don't eat the green, eat the orange. Don't eat the dead man fingers. And don't eat the shell. Okay? Love at first bite. This is brought to you by Don't Look, You Might Get Hungry. That oh, we definitely violated that crab. We did things to that crab. Not even did it. Never mind. I shouldn't be proud of this. Hey, we out of here. Remember, what's good in your kitchen? Love at first bite. Loving every bite. We out. I finally learned how to end the stream without